There we go. How's it going, everybody? We are finally starting Cringe Book Club. My name, of course, is Matt, and I have been joined by a few people. We are still waiting on one person, so you guys are gonna have to wait for the cringe to start. But my name is Matt, and I have been joined by some people. You may know them, you may not, but we're gonna introduce them anyway. We have, as always, Ishtar with us because she enjoys, for some reason, being on Cringe Book Club and doing many, many voices. How's it going, Ishtar? That that's that was a lot of B's. Were you trying to pull off the V for Vendetta thing? Uh you're gonna have to wait. And since she decided to speak up, we have with us one of the Help for the Guildless crew members. Mitzi is joining us once again. Any, yeah, can you get? Uh, okay, hold on. Okay, that should work.
Can you hear me?
They can hear now.
Are
Okay,
you sure?
yes, I can see the things moving. All right, so
God damn it! I went through an entire really good rant and nobody could hear me.
it's fine.
Well, rant again, Ishi. Start it over and rant again.
No, no, no. We're moving on. We're moving on.
But
This is
we
the
like
most.
hearing Ishi rant.
This is the most professional stream run. It is the best stream. It's bigly this stream. That's how good this is. And we have a brand new person who hasn't been on this channel for a while since shit in cinema. I'd like you all to welcome KG.
Jesus Christ, it really has been that long since I've been on your show.
It has. It has.
Which is hilarious considering
Mhm.
I've had lunch with you, we game, we
We
do a
hang
lot
out
of
on
shit.
breaks.
Yeah. And that was since before Ish and I separated. That's been like 3 years. Jesus.
Dude, you gotta get your shit together and be more frequent co-host.
Well, usually in my defense, usually on Thursdays I'm doing shameless plug. Anime Watch Club with Sparky and lately with Penn.
I was
Yes,
gonna
but
say he's got
Matt
he's got
needs
more things.
testosterone.
He's got more important things to be doing, like talking about anime, bitching about anime, critiquing anime, having fits about anime, ranting about anime.
In other words, being a weeb.
Yeah, something like that.
No, okay. First of all, it's not a weeb. Thank you very much. I am old school. It's called fucking otaku. Okay.
Oh my god, he's an old weeb.
But
I will smother you. Remember, okay. See, and Matt, you heard me use this before. Is if she gets too mouthy, you are going to get all of her experience when we game next. She
Hey,
won't get any.
That is not
I am
fair.
okay. I am 100% okay with that.
See,
You know, here I was trying to help you out by giving you like by trying to convince KG to be around so that you could have more testosterone and it's not just me and Ren browbeating you and Antoine. And now you're backing him up so that he takes all of my XP on the next game session.
yeah,
While
that's
we're-
because otaku, not weeb.
While we're discussing and waiting for our fifth person, since there's 5 of us here, let's go ahead and say hello to the people who are in chat. They have been waiting very patiently, very nicely, because of all the things. They've been listening to the new music that I had going up. So,
It is pretty epic music.
for I think the first time since we've been doing this, Nathan Marcano has first, Zeo Gold has second, and Hastard comes in with the third. And Ray is our honorable mention. So hello to the 4 of you. Miffed Cuttlefish comes in and says fifth. and says, "So, a haunted vagina must be pretty dusty and full of cobwebs." And for those of you who don't know, this torture you're about to go through was paid for, you can see in the lower right-hand corner, paid for by our very own Vin V, who is in the chat. He says, "Ah, yes, lads, pour yourselves a drink and bust out the popcorn." Mitzi is here, but she doesn't count because she's actually in the chat, so, there's that. Za is here. Clever is here. Hello to the both of you. Malik is here. And he says, "I'm digging Antoine's new artwork." Just for a plug, that was done by the formerly known as Scumbag Hector. He did this for me. He did the first 3 commissions. He just kind of chose, and I just happened to see it, and he did it for me. So I thought it was great. So I'm glad you guys like it as well.
I think we have a Wren now.
Is Wren here?
She is, but we can't hear her.
Or do we have a wrench in the system? Ah?
Let me finish saying hello to the people in chat because it's better than that. Dark is here. How's it going, Dark? Long time no see. I know you've been working pretty hard, so it's nice to see you there. Sir Wolf is here. Thank you for joining the Discord again, Sir Wolf. Nice to see you again. And then we got Wild Breath in the chat. How's it going, Wild Breath? Let's see. I think I said hello to Haster already. Leader is here. How's it going, Leader? Steve says, "The haunted vagina." Yes, Steve, you have to sit there and imagine what that has to say, what any of that is. And I'm pretty sure memes are going to be going crazy. Nathan has the meme engine ready.
What?
Oh.
Oddly enough, when I
Can
hear
you guys hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you now.
Yay!
when I hear haunted vagina, for some reason, I think of another word for the Underdark.
Oh. So
As long as you're not thinking about me.
Zaw says
Oh!
I let them win. So I want you all to know that Zaw is letting you guys get first, second, third, and fourth. Otherwise, he would be claiming it from Mitzi every single time. And Sir Wolf is tossing a rotten tomato. I'm pretty sure that has to
We
do
haven't
with
even gotten started.
So,
I like the fact that I'm being told save those for Raft.
so let me introduce our final participant. You guys know her. You guys love her. You love definitely two things about seeing two things about her on MSNBC. Wren from the Rendition.
Hey guys. Sorry it took so long. Potato finally died.
Yeah, we heard. Not good.
Yeah.
Did you take it out behind the shed and old Yeller it?
No, it just decided to die in its sleep. Like, not turn back on ever again.
Oh.
Nathan is already working on the memes. Oh, geez. All right.
And hey, Wolfie.
All right. So, how this works for those of you who haven't been here before is everyone is going to be playing a character. I am so glad KG is here, so it's not just me, Antoine, Ace, Corvus, and Brahms. We have KG and anything else he wants to throw in.
Yeah.
So how it's going to work is I'm going to be narrating, and as we go along, we will be picking characters for whoever they want to play as. Now, I am going to... there is an author's note, believe it or not, for this book by Carlton Mellick III, and I'm going to request customer service-ish read this extremely long and detailed author's note. Clear your throat, get something to drink. Guys, this is going to be a long one. So as soon as she's done with this author's note, we're going to go ahead and get started because we are way late. So customer service-ish, take it away.
Author's note. I miss Andre the Giant. Carlton Mellick III. 4/14/2011. 8:48 a.m.
And press 0 for operator. 1 if you're a scumbag. 2 if you like to touch yourself.
Thank you very much, customer service ish. Everyone give her a round of applause. That was amazing.
Yay!
That was
Hey.
that was the most impressive author's note we have read so far.
Please hold. You're now being transferred to the story.
All right, guys, are you ready? Do you have your drinks? Do you have your things?
Antoine, Matt, I'm gonna say this. Yes, I am prepared.
Oh.
Oh, callback!
Look, I haven't said that tagline in forever. You need to stop.
Oh,
You need to get on your game.
oh, somebody's apparently thrown down the gauntlet.
Gnostic, if your son is underage, you should probably not have him listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
Child
of,
friendly.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need my Pokemon, so let me get those.
Probably.
Yes, your Pokemon.
What?
Well, because we don't want to get yeeted by Susan, anytime
Yeah.
something a little too racy or, we call certain body types Pokemon names.
Oh, so like he
Yep.
slapped her Bulbasaur with his Charmander until she all squirtled.
Basically.
Something
Basically,
like that,
yes.
yeah. So we're going to start with Gen... no, I'm going to go to a different Gen, because we went through Gen 1 and 2. Let's start with Gen 3. All right, guys.
Oh, he's 16. Okay,
16
probably-
is fine.
he probably
All
knows
right.
more about sex than we do. And several of us are married or were married.
So, how's it going,
Several
Gnostic?
of you have experience with females.
How's it going,
I-
Turd? Turd does say something very important that we do need to point out. Please add to the preface that men can also have haunted vaginas.
No, we're not going to add that.
No.
Moving on.
Okay. All right,
Yep.
you guys.
Well,
you
it
guys-
depends on what you're married to.
Shush. Moving on.
So this has chapters. So here
Yep.
we go. Chapter 1. I've been scared to have sex with Stacy ever since I discovered her vagina was haunted. When we first met, I didn't notice her vagina was haunted at all. It seemed perfectly fine. Better than fine. It was great. At least for the first year. But after we got engaged and she moved in with me, I noticed odd sounds coming from her while she slept. At first, I just thought it was her snoring. Wow, if she's got,
That's some sinus trouble.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was dreaming she was a motorcycle. Ishtar has done it before, and Matt can back me up on that.
I always considered it sawing logs by herself with like that huge double-handed saw blade.
That's true. That's true. That
You
the one
know,
that you
there's
got the
not
two-
much of a
the one on each end.
transition between a giant tree and the human body.
Then
I don't sleep with her anymore. It's all about you, bro. And I know what firearms and poke implements she has. So, yep, nope,
Mm-hmm.
Then I thought there was a television left on somewhere in the house. I heard voices in the dark.
If I hear Sanford and Son coming from a vagina, I don't care how hard you are, I'm out. Oh, I'm coming, Elizabeth. No.
Whispers, then laughs, then cries, then howls. The sounds were muffled, but seemed to become clearer and clearer with each passing night. Okay, who wants to be Stacy?
Well, we need to know who wants to be the
We-
protagonist.
Oh, the protagonist is KG.
Oh, okay.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then this would be KG's line?
Yes.
Okay.
Where the heck are those noises coming from?
I asked Stacy one evening. She blinked herself awake.
I've already got dibs on the latex girl, so this is between you and Mitzi, Wren.
I mean, I might as well be Stacy. Then I can have
Yeah.
a haunted vagina and a Swiss Army butthole.
Yeah. Plus,
Oh my god.
plus you have to give me
There you go.
plus you have to give me a sec because Kindle's being weird about the book.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Of course it is.
Mitzi, we are learning way too much about you. All of your sex toys all over your house. You have a Swiss Army butthole. Now you have a haunted
You
vagina.
shush about my sex toys.
Yeah,
know what?
I'm strangely aroused by all this. Can we move over to a private conversation afterwards here, Mitch?
After the stream,
All right.
get some ice and wait.
She blinked herself awake.
Huh?
I hear voices coming from the walls.
Oh,
I'm serious.
that's not coming from the walls. It's coming from me,
From you?
from inside me.
She said, pulling off the covers and pointing at her crotch. I snorted at her.
Mitzi?
That's me, yeah. Listen,
She said, pulling my head into her lap and pressing my ear against her mudkip. It was like listening to the ocean in a hairy flesh seashell.
So a shelter. Okay.
Ah.
You're playing.
She giggled. It was all a joke. But then I heard it. A voice inside of her. I couldn't understand the words. A woman crying, babbling in a deranged language. Then she screamed into my ear and I jumped out from between Stacy's legs. My girlfriend laughed at me, squinting her dark brown eyes.
What the hell?
told you.
What is that?
A ghost.
What?
I'm haunted.
She said, touching her silicone and smiling.
How did a ghost get in there?
I don't know. It's been in there for a long time now.
Why don't you do anything about it?
What can I do?
I don't know. Call a priest?
Just make sure that it's an old priest and a young priest.
Don't forget the Viagra.
And don't forget the new version of The Exorcist is they're trying to get the priests out of the little girl, not the demon.
Nipped
Ah,
Cuddlefish is yelling, "Help me!" in the chat.
It's old priest, new priest, and a cop to keep the old priest away from the new priest, the young priest.
There we go.
ah.
Touche.
There you go. What's a
Okay.
priest gonna do? Stick a cross up there and cast the spirits out?
Maybe.
It's really not that big a deal. I've gotten used to it.
How?
Actually, I kind of like it.
I frowned at the sailboat on the wall behind her.
Yeah.
She said, spreading her legs across my lap.
Who else has a haunted vagina?
She flattened the bush of her pubic hair and spread the lips to examine it.
My other boyfriends thought it was kind of sexy.
I shook my head at her and as she smiled. I found it repulsive, but the fact that I was scared of her vagina seemed to turn her on. She made love to me after that. For her, it was the wildest sex we ever had. She had me pinned down underneath her, sucking on my crusty lower lip, sliding my treco into her ghostly regions and getting off on the terrified look on my face. But for me, it was the most awkward sex I'd ever had. I swear I could feel strange things inside of her that night. Ghostly breaths against the tip of my torchic. But we were madly in love. I didn't even consider leaving her because of her ghost vagina. She meant everything to me. I loved her this much. That means, there's a little symbol on the page that's supposed to mean infinitely.
Oh, the one that looks like squinty eyes?
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
squinty eyes. I've been consumed by her ever since the day we met. We were strangers who somehow passed out on a city bus together. My head in her lap, her curly brown hair encasing me like a blanket, hot breath on the back of my neck. When we awoke, she said,
That was cozy.
and I smiled at her. She was very tall, especially for an Asian girl. Mitzi, are you part Asian? We need to know if you're. We
Um,
need to. We need to know if you are
I don't
culturally
think so.
appropriating this.
I mean, you're never gonna know.
Well, the thing is cultural appropriation only works for Americans. Canadians are the friendliest people in the world. Nobody cares.
Uh, almost a foot taller than me, with silky curled hair and tiny oval glasses. Then she said she had a snuggly bed at her place if we wanted to continue sleeping. I agreed. I thought she wanted to have sex. The whole walk home, my eyes were glossy at her, trying to hide my hard-on under her coat. But she really just wanted to sleep. It was late. Both of us worked the swing shift. We went to her studio apartment, the floor covered with laundry that she insisted was all clean, and stripped down to our shirts, underwear, and socks. She was right. It was definitely a comfortable bed. It was the biggest, fluffiest bed I'd ever been in. She snuggled me like a teddy bear all night. We didn't even know each other's names, but it was one of the nicest moments I'd ever spent with another person.
Ooh,
Speaking of
Everything's
haunted,
fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do a
Fine.
mic drop later.
don't drop that.
Turd Ferguson says, "What happens if you cross streams shooting the ghost in the vagina?" Yeah, you know what? I have Vankman on speed dial. I'm sure I can find out.
I honestly I don't think I want to see four guys crossing the streams in this situation.
Well, she is Asian. It is called bukkake for a reason.
Oof.
Yeah, but all four of them trying to be in the same spot to close that door.
The next morning, we introduced ourselves.
Steve,
She said, hopping out of bed into the kitchen counter.
I hate that name.
It's a nice way to introduce yourself, I guess.
That's a way.
I could see her cocoa nipples through her t-shirt. She must have taken her bra off sometime during the night.
Sorry.
She, she said, she said eating Lucky Charms out of the box.
When do you want to do this again?
I shrugged.
Tonight?
I nodded, pulling on my pants. On the way out the door, she said,
Meet you on the bus.
"For 3 weeks, we slept in the same bed together. We never had sex. We never kissed. We never took off more clothes than our pants. We just dreamed together. The conversations were brief. We didn't go on any dates. We didn't get to know each other. It was just a sleeping arrangement. To her, I was just a stuffed animal with a heartbeat." But
I volunteer for that. Oh shit! I thought I was muted. Never mind. Keep going. Keep going.
But eventually, we started to talk. I found out her favorite food was stuffed grape leaves, and her favorite films were all Russian. She was born in Thailand, but was adopted by a wealthy African-American couple before she could walk, and spent most of her life in an upscale suburb outside Los Angeles. She spent 10 years at the university here in Portland, getting degrees in every subject she could acquire. She wasn't interested in a career, she just liked learning new things, and her parents paid for everything until she turned 30. That's when they cut her off, and she had to drop out and get a job. Unfortunately, her degrees in philosophy, history, Russian, anthropology, psychology, and humanities were useless in the job market. So she worked at one of the hipster clothing stores downtown. That's when she decided her real passion in life was fashion design, and she's been saving up her money to go back to school ever since.
I never went to college.
Forever?
I was busy trying to be a musician. I sang, played guitar. I went back to be like Beck and the guy from Soul Coughing, but after 10 years of going nowhere, I gave up. Crowds just didn't like me. Nightclubs stopped booking me for shows. I kept playing my music on open night at Producer Row, but eventually quit. I got sick of the lack of the applause. I got sick of people ignoring me. talking at their tables like I wasn't even there. It was just a big waste of time. Is this guy me? What the shit? This is too close for home.
Stop it.
Did playing your music make you happy?
Yes.
Then it wasn't a waste of time.
That's when I realized I was in love with her. I didn't realize she was in love with me for months after that. She always said I was cute and small, but that didn't prove anything. A terrier is also cute and small, and I wanted her to love me more than she'd love a terrier. The day I found out she loved me was the first day we made love. We were walking in the park blocks down by the art museum, talking about music. She told me she wanted to build a theremin and start a band.
Theremin.
Theremin.
What the hell is a theremin?
You know the in the movies where you'll hear this ooh wee ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
That's a theremin. It basically uses, if I remember correctly, electrical impulses to create a sound, and they use it in old horror and sci-fi movies.
Got it. I asked if I could be in her band. She said no. She wanted to play Schubert and Debussy on the theremin. And it's a weird way of spelling that word. And said I wouldn't fit in. Then we talked about how she planned to give the theremin renditions of Death and the Maiden, and how she wanted to incorporate it into bondage performance. I'm kind of interested in seeing this performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
I would pay money to see this.
As we were walking, we passed a grubby homeless man, probably 40 years old, sleeping on a park bench, shivering and wet. I recognized him. His name was Donut.
Was he wearing lightish red?
I don't know. Or at least I've heard his friend address him as Donut. Without thinking, I took off my coat and wrapped it around him. It was odd, because I haven't even given change to the homeless in years. When I first moved to Portland, I used to almost daily. If I had change and somebody asked for it, I would give it to them. But I eventually stopped, mostly because I stopped using cash and was paying for everything with a debit card. I just didn't have change to give away. But they kept asking. Corner after corner, day after day. When I did have change to give, they wouldn't thank me for it. When I apologized for not having change, they would get pissed off and spit on my shoes. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Donut happened to be the worst of them. He was a stocky black guy with a bright orange sweater who strolled around Pioneer Square. He wouldn't ask me for change outright. First, he would ask me if I had a problem with black people. I would say no. He would then ask me for money. Then I would give it to him, as if it was proof that I truly did not have a problem with black people. He would follow me for a block and ask for a little more. I would give him whatever I had, even $1 or $2. Then he'd ask for a little more. If I ever refused him, he would call me a racist.
You got this, or do you want me to throw down something?
I'll take this.
Okay.
Oh, I see now. You're a skinhead. Well, see how, skinhead. He'd continue yelling at me until I was 2 blocks away. Sig Heil! Sig Heil!
You sounded like Bigfoot. Yeah.
So
Are you sure you didn't finish that Bigfoot versus Illuminati? Because you had.
You're lucky you're gonna get it back, and I didn't take a 45 to it. Turd Ferguson says $5 ghosty ghosty me haunt you long time. So after a half a dozen confrontations like that, I avoided all interactions with the homeless. I didn't even make eye contact. But on that day, walking in the park blocks, I gave my $200 coat to Donut, the same homeless guy who called me a racist for not giving him money. I'm not sure why I did it. I didn't want to give him the coat. I didn't do it because I had something to prove. I just saw a guy freezing on a park bench, covered him with my coat, and continued on. Maybe it was because I was with Stacy. Maybe I was just so happy to walk next to her that it made me want to make someone else happy too. I don't know. But after she saw me give away my coat as if it were the most common thing to do in the world, Stacy stopped me in the park, leaned down, and kissed me as deeply as she possibly could. And then she told me that she loved me with her shiny, dark eyes. That night, we made love, and the next thing I knew, she was moving her big fluffy bed into my place. Not long after that, I ran into Donut again. He was still calling me a Nazi, wearing my $200 coat over his orange sweater. I couldn't stop smiling at him. He sig-heiled me, and I just smiled back. I could tell it just pissed him off even more, because he threatened to beat the crap out of me. But I was just so happy that morning that nothing could possibly bother me.
Dun dun dun.
Dun.
And we move on to chapter 2. But before we do that, let's catch up on some chats. So, Miffed Cuttlefish says, I wonder where Sarge is and Griff. Sir Wolf is asking for a shovel.
No.
He's pulling out a shovel to dig his own grave.
No. You have to sit down and suffer through it just like the rest of us.
Turd wants the shovel after Wolf is done.
No.
No, turds
We've already
get flushed,
discussed
not
this.
buried.
Once you're here, you sit your butt down and you keep going.
And remember, the complaints department is Vin V.
Yeah, if you want to complain, look in the lower right-hand corner. You complain to Vin V. That's who you need to talk to about this cringe.
I just realized what it said. Your torment presented tonight by.
Yeah.
Turd says, I'm going to fix myself some Uncle Ben's topped with Aunt Jemima. Too soon? All right.
Miffed Cuttlefish sounds like a great name for an anime. Or the worst named hentai ever.
No, talking about Full Metal Ghost Jacket. That's...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just the way that I was reading it.
Gotcha. Do we want to take a quick look at memes?
You better. But only do like the first 5 or so, because
only the first 5. How many are there? Good God.
A lot.
Well, I just clicked on it and there's 17 new messages in the memes channel, so.
Oh, Jesus.
I had to take my glasses off, so the only thing I can read is the book and chat.
All right.
I have the book up on my phone.
Here we go. Yeah, I got the book on my phone as well.
I have it on my phone as
Wow,
well.
I feel really kind of elite because I got it on my computer.
Well, aren't
All
you
right.
special?
Quite frankly, that does shock the living shit out of me, Little Miss always having a book with you. Okay, real story here, real quick. So Ishtar and I go to meet some friends.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a couple of them are friends, and some of them are people we haven't met yet. One of the ladies in question talks about how she always has a book on her. Ishtar here whips her book out, and I think it was from the same author, and they went cheers with the books at dinner because they both
clinked
had
books.
Yeah, they clinked books.
Why is it odd I keep a book in my purse for work for my 30-minute break?
What
No,
he's not telling you is that not only did we both have books in our purse, they were both by the same author.
I actually did say that. It was the same
Oh,
author.
did you? I missed
But
that
hey,
part.
common taste is a good thing.
All right. We have Bernie once again saying, I am once again asking why the moaning is coming from your vagine. It is a picture. For the people who are listening at home, I'm going to describe it. It is a car skidding off to an on-ramp or an off-ramp that says Cringe Book Club and says to go straight, a regular story. Getting off the off-ramp, this nonsense. You're not wrong. Let's see. What should this story have? Plot. Character development. Haunted vagine. And the guy is then thrown out the window. The haunted vagina. Ghost in the shell. That's pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh! God damn it. Enjoying a dead tongue. Latin majors and necrophiles.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Bad.
Alright, let's see. The main character. A haunted vagine? Is this snoring? Oh, God. Finally gets engaged. Fiance has a vagine that is a portal to the underworld. Alright, so we're gonna go on to the next chapter, and then we will palate cleanse a little bit more after that, because there is, good God, there is a ton of them.
There is, yep.
Because we could be at this for a while. Alright, chapter 2. Are you guys ready? I know, Wren and Ish, you haven't been in it that much. Maybe
We'll get there.
Maybe we'll get you to do stuff.
Hey, I just enjoy laughing at this. Plus, the minion made me fried rice, so.
And not gonna argue, fried rice is definitely worth it.
Was it Uncle Ben's?
Oh.
No. Oh.
Have
You're horrible.
you met me?
Yes, I have.
Then this should not be a surprise.
No, it's not, new guy. No, it's not.
Oh. And the shots are fired.
Chapter 2. I'm not in it yet, so I might as well get something in there.
That's what she said.
Oh, feeling left out, Antoine.
Just a little bit.
Don't worry. We'll drag you in soon enough.
I think I'm gonna make my way outside now.
Run, dude.
No,
Run.
you sit down.
No, Antoine, you will stay right here.
Antoine, I'll share my fried rice with you.
It doesn't work that way, Rin.
Fried rice is a euphemism, and Sarah will kill you.
No. Fried rice is literal fried rice. And come on. You have to like food too. You do talk about stealing Ish's baked goods all the time.
It's a good thing I don't actually gain any weight. Can I start this now? Are you going to keep flirting? I mean, do I have to call Sarah? That's right.
Sarah's
Quiet.
probably not far.
I haven't had sex with Stacy for over a month now, but I'm still crazy for her. I still love everything about her. Her smell, her smile, the sound of her voice. She has a unique way of doing things that are so cute I want to cry. KG, you're kind of a bitch in this.
I'm starting to get that. Like I said, it's like they know me.
Stop.
Like, this is the way she eats a burger from Carl's Jr. First, she'll wipe off all of the mustard, mayonnaise, and ketchup with a plastic butter knife, and swirl it into a puddle on the burger's wrapper. This already sounds like the person he's engaged to is a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Then she'll disassemble the burger and cut the buns into small squares. She'll stab a piece of bun with a fork, then stab one other ingredient. Either a chunk of meat, some cheese, a pickle, a tomato, or lettuce. She's definitely a fucking psychopath. No one eats a burger this way.
Okay, my mother separates things, but even she doesn't do things this messed up.
Your mother has a compartmented tray.
Oh, there's
She's
an
not
Igor in
this
the chat.
crazy.
Yeah, my mom's not this nuts.
No.
Then she'll swirl the food in the sauce and eat it.
You're up, Mitzi.
I like my food separated. I like to control the flavor.
You got to keep them separated.
Listen, Stacy, that's not controlling the flavor. That's psychopathic behavior. You need help.
That is.
I mean, I do
some
like my food
OCD.
separated, but when it's like three, like potatoes and meat and something like that. I mean, with the burger, I'll eat everything together. That's just a weird way to eat a burger.
That is a weird way to eat a burger.
She
How
does.
do you know she's insane?
Yeah. She does that with all of her food. Pizza, burrito. How do you fucking separate a burrito?
You
Painfully.
unroll it and then you pick things out.
Sandwiches, lasagna, even curry stews. It's incredibly cute and
No,
psychopathic.
it's not.
I also have a quirky way of eating. Oh, God. Whenever I take a bite of food, I never let my lips touch the eating utensil. I just use my teeth.
Both
These
crazy.
two people are nuts. Stacy doesn't think it's cute though. She hates the sound of my teeth scraping against metal forks. Yeah,
Most
her.
people do.
I was gonna say her and every fucking human on the planet.
Yep.
Unless you're a psychopath.
She always tells me to stop. I don't stop though, because she's even cuter when she's annoyed. Other cute things about her. She has a Swiss Army butthole and a haunted vagina. Okay, this does sound like Mitzi a little bit. She pets every animal she sees in public.
Yeah.
This definitely sounds like Mitzi. She dances naked to Prince.
Oh, that reminds me of something
No.
I saw with my brother. No.
No.
Where's the
No.
bleach?
She licks her glasses clean before she reads.
Ew.
What?
No.
You
I mean, I don't wear glasses, so-
that. Do you know where your glasses have been?
Yeah, on your face, and it's usually disgusting.
Yuck.
She adores public transportation and gets excited whenever she sees a bus stop or a light rail. She gives tips to everyone, including cooks, bus drivers, fast food employees, and flight attendants, whether they are allowed to accept tips or not. Though she usually tips pretty low. She calls water pouring from faucets waterfalls. Knowing what I know about jelly juice, that's not what I think of when I hear waterfalls.
Ew.
Yeah, I was about to say I watch a little too much Jeff Holiday to hear that term anymore.
Yeah. She collects doll houses. She plays with her eyelashes. She loves goldfish and likes to stare at them in their bowls, making fish faces at them, mimicking them when they open and close their mouths at her as if to communicate.
Okay, I got to admit, when I saw She Loves Goldfish, I thought the crackers.
So did I.
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of annoys me, besides her having a haunted vagina that gives me a blowjob while we're having sex, is that she tends to order steak at seafood restaurants, lobster at steakhouses, burgers at Mexican restaurants, fajitas at burger joints, sushi at Chinese restaurants, chow mein at Japanese restaurants, and hot dogs whenever they are available on a menu at any restaurant.
This woman is definitely a psychopath waiting to
All right,
happen.
all I got to say is she better be hotter than the goddamn sun. Otherwise, I would nope the hell out. And I'm desperate.
Especially when she drags me out to eat German food, which I hate, and then orders a chicken Caesar salad and clam chowder. What the fuck is wrong with Stacy?
She has a haunted vagina. What do you think?
Well, I think we know she's overcompensating because Stacy's mom's got it going on, not Stacy.
Oh God, I knew that joke was coming.
That joke
at
was
some
gonna
point.
come.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to come up.
She does the same thing to me with Russian food, but she has so much fun talking to the employees in Russian that I completely enjoy myself, even when I have to eat beet salad and ham pickle soup. Oh.
Wow.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
She's the best person in the world to be around when she's happy. See,
when she's happy.
It's when she's happy. That's the problem I'm seeing, because I'm pretty sure when she's mad, he gets things thrown at him that are usually sharp.
Either that or pets in the neighborhood suddenly disappear.
KG, are you okay? Has she stabbed you in places? Blink twice if you need help.
Okay, I can't blink anymore, otherwise I'll give myself a seizure, okay? Jump. Jesus.
Chapter 3. Thank you. You should do that professionally.
He's giving you dirty looks now, isn't he?
No, he gave me the finger.
Ah, okay.
Antoine, shame on you.
Which one? He's got 10 of them.
It's the middle one.
Okay, I just thought he gave you a big old thumbs up. He's like, that's right.
Well, I mean, technically he gave me the index finger and the middle finger together, which is really rude. I mean, I don't know where he picks up these things.
Maybe he's just wanting to learn archery. I mean, and he's getting all prepped for it.
Oh, bad minion.
That was not me. That was a bad minion. That was not a bad new guy.
Igor
Nope.
says the main character is a codependent abusive relationship. The throwing of things happens from Stacy's vagina. After a while, not having sex has taken its toll on our relationship.
I don't see what the big deal is.
I'm just not comfortable with it.
I tell her we can do other things. Both of us are interested in giving anal sex.
Yes, tap that ass.
But
In case you guys couldn't tell.
Hold on.
Slap it, smack it, make it yours.
But
Say my
neither of us are interested in receiving it.
But
Really?
yeah,
She's tried her strap-on with me before, and it was far from pleasurable.
you need to relax, my bro.
I'm not going to do that again. Same goes with oral. We both like to receive it, but neither of us want to give it. That's because you're both asshole psychopaths.
And
Also-
frankly, if I'm going down and I slide my tongue in, and all of a sudden I hear we must kill the invading army, it's not going to do it for me.
Nathan, just remember, my Immortals chapters were like 3 paragraphs.
Yeah. Also, of course he's not interested in going down on her. Haunted vagina.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably worried about getting a fist in the mouth or something.
Or transferring, or what if it's like an STD kind of thing? That all you need is a wet, moist opening, and then next thing you know, a haunted mouth.
Or he has a haunted penis. It could work that way too.
That's true. Whenever he pees, it sounds like like a marching band. I mean, anything's possible.
Normally, we can compromise on oral. If I give it to her, she will give it to me. Unfortunately, I'm not willing to go near her vagina anymore. Not with my penis and not with my tongue.
Mitzi,
I mean,
you're up.
he's not dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to stick your tongue inside of me. You can just lick my glowworm.
Glowworm is her pet name for her clitoris.
It's on the outside.
But still,
I'll keep my legs closed. You won't even hear it.
oh my god.
I don't reply. I don't. How do you respond to that? I mean, just
You don't.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
like, I've heard of queefing, but if that's something completely different.
No.
I don't reply. She turns away from me and takes off her work clothes, as if I agreed, folding her glasses and putting them back in their case. Her movements are cold and mechanical. She must be pissed. Giving me the silent treatment like the time I washed her white fuzzy coat wrong, or the time she found pictures of my old girlfriends and I wouldn't let her throw them out. Dude! On those occasions, she ignored me and locked herself in the bedroom. On this occasion, however, she wants to get intimate. She won't look me in the eyes as she unbuttons my shirt and pulls off my pants.
What?
Wait. It gets better. Better or worse, I don't know. She then picks me up and turns me upside down, then plops us on the bed. I don't know how she's able to lift me. She's much taller than me and weighs a bit more, but she's not muscular. She's soft and slender. Both of us are. This dude just got lifted.
Yeah.
Do you even lift, bro? Apparently he doesn't, but she does.
Yeah, she lifts her bro. What the hell?
In 69 position, it's a bit awkward. I'm on top this time and her legs are closed.
Well, that's good, because if he was on the bottom, they would have a slip and slide right down into his esophagus.
Ugh. My tongue scratches against her wiry black pubic hair while searching for her glowworm. Bleh.
Hello, friends. They glow at night.
Never gonna be able to look at those things ever again.
No, especially when you gotta hug them to make them glow. What do you gotta do to make her glow?
Oh.
Apparently,
I-
you gotta push the button.
I feel a bit safe with her thighs pressed together tightly, but my tongue has to dig between them to find the right spot. Stacy kisses the backs of my thighs. Because of my height, her mouth can't really reach my lotad while I'm on top. But she kisses my legs and licks my C-dot.
All right. If a woman comes up and caresses my shoulder, I'm ready to rock and roll.
That's
This
because
guy-
you're male.
Yeah, but the fact that it's not working.
I say as she nibbles on my scrotum. She lifts my cascoon and twists her neck until she can get beneath me and take my lombre into her mouth. I mostly just feel teeth. A bad angle. Ow!
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. That's any guy knows that unless you're into it, the teeth come out, the weenie goes away.
Her front teeth dig into the skin,
Oh.
killing any. I'm sorry, guys from the chat. Killing any sort of erection I almost had.
I almost choked. I took a drink.
Her legs part slightly. I'm able to find her nuzleaf and twirl my tongue around it. She's more wet than I expected. Must be horny as hell. I don't have much to do. She hasn't had sex for so long that riding a bicycle would probably give her an orgasm. She groans around my shift fry. I look back. I look back to see she's making fish face at me.
Oh my god! What the hell?
Fish lips around my wormhole like she would make while looking at in the goldfish bowl.
Bloop bloop.
I don't know if she's trying to be sexy with that face or what, but for some reason it gives me a full erection.
Yeah,
Maybe it's-
fear boners
Hey.
exist. Fear boners do exist.
Maybe it's just exciting to see her beautiful tan lips wrapped around me. I go back to the glowworm and suck it into my mouth, slurping it and the skin around it as deep into my mouth as it will stretch. Then I release it, then suck it in again. I do that to the rhythm of her blowjob. And inside of my mouth, I tickle it with my tongue, and the glowworm dances happily between my lips. Maybe it juddered, like the COVID.
Only thing I'm thinking right now as he's talking about this is I have to expect her to go, nice cock, bro. Too bad mine's bigger.
Ouch.
Stacy spreads her legs a little more. I don't know if it's on purpose or by accident. I can see the crack of her carilla completely now, staring up at me as I lick. There's a rumbling inside of it, like a mild earthquake in the distance. The lips spread and a voice calls out to me. I lick Stacy as fast as I can, trying to get her to orgasm quickly so I can get away from her vagina. The voice grows louder. I struggle on top of her, but Stacy grips me by the waist so that I can't go anywhere and takes me deeper into her mouth. I close my eyes. Forget the sights and sounds. Just concentrate. Fucking hell, sights and sounds. Just concentrate on the feelings. Concentrate on my flesh inside Stacy's mouth. Concentrate on her flesh inside my mouth. I'm getting close. Stacy is too. I let my worries slide completely, and she squeezes her thighs tightly together, preparing to go off. Something bumps inside her. Something pushes at my chin and knocks the glowworm out of my lips. Pissed off, Stacy slaps the side of my ass as hard as she can. Bitch, you keep licking.
He is not in control of this relationship.
No.
I continue. Her belly pushes against me like there's something moving in her womb. The flesh balloons outward.
Nope, I've seen this movie. I'm out.
Sit your ass down and wait.
The last time this happened, it was a dude who just ate lunch and he, ended up on a table and something popped out of his chest. It too was phallic looking.
Yeah. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
I try to ignore it. Why? Why would you ignore it?
Okay, either her mouth is the most magical thing ever, or this guy really is that much of a bitch.
Stacy's doing something perfectly with her mouth.
There you go.
I don't feel her teeth at all, and she's able to take me all the way down. There's no way I'm going to stop her. Her belly expands, lifting me up several inches.
I've seen this, but usually it requires a giant orc behind her. But that's neither here nor there.
I think Stacy finally realizes something odd is going on too.
No shit.
But she can't.
Really?
But she can't stop either. She feels 9 months pregnant now. Her skin stretching to its limit. No, it keeps stretching. She's getting almost twice as pregnant. Stacy orgasms and jerks her head back, cries out against my pelipper. Then she puts me back in her mouth and whines as she sucks. Something is moving inside of her. I'm shifted side to side, but I'm so close. So close. I explode into her mouth as a hand explodes out of her vagina.
Ah!
Oh!
Yeah, Wolfie, I was just thinking that too. This sounds like a hentai.
Hi, Herb.
How's it going, Herb?
Hi, Herb.
Do you want to make
A
this
bedtime
noise?
story.
Do you want to make this noise, KG? I shriek and jump backwards. Landing on top of Stacy's head. My surskit shoved completely down her throat. Coming inside of her, she gags, choking, and shoves me off. I hit the floor. Stacy coughs up my cum out of her lungs. I look up at her as she coughs, mouth wide open, unable to say a word. She stands and examines her belly as it shuffles. It moves about like it's filled with 1,000,000 cockroaches.
No.
No.
And between her legs, a skeletal hand is just reaching out of her. Get this. You need to put some emphasis on this motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Finally comes out of me as I crawl away. Stacy just watches her body in amazement as the hand clutches onto her leg and pulls. Another hand emerges and grabs her other thigh, trying to pull itself out of there. Then it dawns on her. Yeah, then, after 2 arms have come out of her vajayjay, it suddenly dawns on her. Yes, Stacy, this is actually happening to you. She looks at me with wide, dilated pupils, frightened of her own vagina.
Help.
She says, her voice a soft croak. I leapt to my feet and grabbed the skeletal hand away from her thigh. I have no idea what I think I'm doing. I pull on the skeletal arm and a skull pops out at me. Animated, chittering its teeth. Stacy grabs onto the... This bitch is giving birth to a skeleton.
Swallow your soul. Swallow your soul. Put your backbones into it.
Stacy grabs onto the bed frame and I pull as hard as I can, ripping the skeleton halfway out.
Ah.
Ow! Ow!
Okay, I thought
Nope.
the idea of passing a kidney stone was painful, but nope.
Vin says, "Oh, so that's where her ex went."
Oh.
That was a good one.
It's definitely been a while. She's got her own Sarlacc pig. It's been devouring him for the last 70 years.
Well, she does call it a glowworm, so it's not that far off, I guess.
Ren, you've given birth.
Yes.
Do you want something like that just wrenched halfway out of you? I mean, a skeleton. It's not saying it's a small skeleton.
Nope. And the minion will tell you in chat, I cursed him out because our oldest had shoulders like a damn linebacker.
Oh, shit.
Not the bony she was looking for. Dead by dawn! Dead by dawn!
It throws me back, thrashes at Stacy, and knocks her to the floor. I watch as the skeletal figure, waist deep inside my girlfriend, claws at the hardwood floor, crawling out from between her legs. Here's the important part. Stacy is crying in panic. Panic, not pain.
Oh, no, that's pain. If it's a full skeleton, like actual human, the adult human-sized skeleton,
I'm
that's
assuming.
that's not panic.
Either that or this woman has something going on down south that needs medical attention.
Her face bright red, her mouth drooling wide open, her eyes so squinty wet that she can't see anything anymore. You got to put some emphasis.
Do something.
You got to put a little bit more
Oh,
emphasis on that, Mitzi. You're panicked. You're frightened. A skeleton is trying to crawl out of your vagina.
Do something.
But I don't know what to do. I pick up a turtle-shaped lamp and hit the skeleton with it. The turtle's head pops off. I hit harder, then harder, until I find the right angle to break its skull. Hey, this dude is just trying to come to life. You don't need to shatter his skull. That's messed up. Skeleton lives matter. I cut my hand on the shattered lamp. Blood spills out onto the corpse. It's still moving. Is skeleton considered a corpse?
No, corpses usually still have flesh on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She used evil containment, and it failed. Oh, okay. Flesh begins to grow on its bones like moss, lightning fast. The lamp is in little pieces, and my blood is leaking everywhere. Stacy screams in Russian at me, angry profanities that I don't understand. I step away from the corpse, because it has flesh now, so it is a corpse. It is growing organs. Blood-red balls fill the eye sockets of the skull, and the skeleton looks up at me. It releases a deep moan. I run to the corner of the room and pick up the nightstand. Damn fucking right! Knocking clocks, glasses, a jar of coins all over the floor.
Okay, this should be a PSA for people who are anti-gun. Because I don't know about y'all, but I see something like that going on. I've got at minimum 15 rounds with this some bitch's names on it.
The skull watches me, cries at me, as I lower the nightstand onto its neck. Then I drop all of my weight on top of it. A loud crack. It stops moving. It stops moaning. I turn over the nightstand. Its spinal cord has been severed. Its head crushed. Blue ink dribbles out of its mouth. Stacy whines, shrieking at the corpse, still halfway inside her. Her hands twitch inches away from it, wanting it out of her but doesn't want to touch it. I pull on the corpse, but it pulls Stacy with it.
Okay.
I pull, or she cries. I pull again. She just moves again.
Hi, leader. Yeah. Welcome to the party.
You walked in on
The best part.
yeah.
Okay, the calmest voice. Husa. Hold on to the leg of the bed.
I say in the calmest possible voice. She's hiccuping now, leaning back on to hold onto the bed. She doesn't watch as I pull it out of her. With each tug, she cries out, I cry as well,
Oh.
with my sliced open hand rubbing against the thing's rib cage. Once it slips all of the way out, she leaps to her feet and runs out of the room. Because what else are you going to do?
That's probably the first logical thing she's ever done.
Yeah, that's the smartest thing that she's done so far. Vin, since she's Asian, would this be considered a Siamese twin?
Ooh.
Finn.
I look down at the body. It seems to be melting. Its flesh turns to blue, red, and orange mucus.
Oh, I've seen this movie. It's called Evil Dead.
Its bones melting into egg whites, crumbling into baking soda. I drape the big fluffy blanket over its body and leave the room.
Don't ruin the fluffy blankets.
And with that scene, we need a palate cleanser.
Yeah, I think we do.
Wow.
We-
Check. Wow.
It is time for some memes, people. Oh, Sir Wolf says go to the ER. I don't know what you're going to tell the doctor. I just had a fully fledged skeleton crawl its way out of my vajayjay. Please help. This is some weird Dead by Daylight fan fiction. That's what this is. All right.
No, because Dead by Daylight was Wendigos. No,
No, that was...
that's Until Dawn.
That was Until Dawn, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Ray Stantz saying, when you hear the Sanford and Son theme coming from your girlfriend's nether regions. Voices coming from your fiance's vagine? That's none of my business. God. Fuck ghosts in vagine. All my homies hate ghosts in vagine. There's a bunch of people doing gang signs. And the meme smiths are getting ready to make some memes. This was... If you can look at the screen... Just please look at the screen, because this is the same thing that this is the same reaction everybody's had who I have told about this book. Your what is haunted?
What?
All right, let's. There we go. How this story will play out, I don't know, and I'm afraid to ask.
I mean, legit.
Oh, imposter of the vent. It's among us. Oh, imposter of the vent, what is your wisdom? The fact that people pay for this, not for the meme, but for actual reading, is the most cringe of all. Cast during the drinking game. You know the rules, it's time to die.
Basically, yeah.
And Joe Biden again, pointing at the screen, says, haunted Asian slatch. I don't even need to finish this meme. You know where this is going.
Ooh.
Someone would sniff it.
Yeah. All right. Whew. All right, are you guys ready for more?
Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Oh boy. Okay, so good. Okay, there's not as many memes. Oh wait, okay. There's one more, and this is everybody can agree on it. Kevin Hart looking distraught. His hand is up, and the caption says, "No, don't do that to the burger." Everyone can agree on this.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's very, very accurate. Oh boy. I don't have much to say yet, so chapter
I mean,
4.
Antoine, you could purr for us.
I have yet to see a donation. There is no purring.
Someone donate so we can have a purr.
You donate so we can have a purr.
Chapter 4.
I was hoping that would actually work.
Stacy is standing in the corner of the living room, behind the couch, covering herself with the curtain. She doesn't realize that the people walking on the sidewalk outside can see her nude backside.
Let's go for a drink.
She nods her head and goes for her purse, digging through its contents, not looking for anything in particular. I get us some pants and t-shirts from the hamper in the laundry room.
Here.
She sniffles and puts her purse down, then gets dressed. Strangely, she's come out of it unscathed.
Uh-oh. Vin dropped.
Vin's leaving.
Bye, Vin.
See you later,
Bye,
Vin.
Vin.
Yay! Good Vin.
That was from Vin. Per Poof Twan.
I'm not
Well,
poofed one. That's not
Well, I
anything.
guess Antoine's gonna purr twice because I just did a donation too, so we get 2
Oh
purrs.
wow, Mitzi.
Fine, 2 of them. Whatever.
Like you don't like it.
You wouldn't act that way if you didn't enjoy it.
Wow.
Man, it cut out.
Again, it does that on these calls.
Well, that's alright. The women of the stream heard it.
Mm-hmm.
See, Wren heard it.
I didn't hear
heard
it.
We didn't hear it. It cut out for us.
It's Zoom.
And Wolfie
There's
just
nothing that we can do
donated
about it.
again, so there's a 3rd purr.
$5 from Sir Wolf. Purr for us, and I will growl for the girls. Alright, Mitzi, this one's for you.
Yay.
Did that work?
Nope, it cut out.
Well, you're going to have to go back and listen to it.
Yes.
Yeah, I did, just an FYI, I did hear it, but once it started for a little bit, the actual audio dropped a little bit, so I could barely hear it.
It's something
Yeah.
to do with the Zoom call itself. It's like, you know how Discord you can peak your mic and it'll cut you out?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Zoom does that as well.
Just
very
letting you,
irritating.
just letting you know what I was hearing.
And one more for Sir Wolf.
I actually got it.
Yeah, that one went a little bit longer.
That's what she said.
Ba-da-bum.
But I mean, Ishi can just get Emma to purr for her after stream too. So
Alright. I have done my job. There's been donations.
thank you, Antoine.
Thank you
Can-
for the donations, everyone. It's much appreciated. It will be split
You're welcome.
between the cast, which means Mitzi's going to get part of her money back.
Yay!
Where did we leave off? Oh,
She
Chapter 4.
sniffles and put her purse down.
my hand.
Yeah, right.
She's come out of it unscathed. My hand is still bleeding everywhere. I can't feel much pain. Must be in shock. But her stomach has flattened back to normal. No stretch marks. No tearing of her vagina. No blood. Some claw marks on her inner thighs, but they are just white scratches. The claws just barely broke the skin. I bandage up my wound and put on the smelly, crusty clothes. Do these people not do laundry?
Apparently
Well,
not.
he pulled it
said
out of
put
the
by
hamper.
Okay.
So they were already dirty. He just grabbed them in a quick pinch.
We go into the garage and slip on some junky old tennis shoes that we were planning to give to Goodwill.
Ready?
I ask, wiping away her tears. She doesn't hear me, busy examining a spider web that has recently formed inside the doorway of one of her old dollhouses. We go out to the Kennedy School across town. It's an old elementary school that was bought by a brewing company. All of the classrooms have been turned into bars, restaurants, tobacco lounges, and hotel rooms.
That's
And
actually
right-
a pretty clever use.
That's
And
pretty
right
cool.
now,
Is
right now, Igor is wringing his hands, going, "Now I know what to do when I get rich."
Yeah.
Stacy's not a big fan of all the breweries in Portland. She just doesn't like beer at all. She prefers drinking cocktails in the Pearl District. But I love breweries, and I need a very strong brewery beer right now. I don't blame him. I would be looking for
No.
all of the hard alcohol.
Yep. Every alcohol.
I'm also,
Yep.
I would be hitting up Igor going, look, give me the strongest APV you have, because I'm downing it right now.
Where's
What
that
can-
rumboche?
What can I drink that'll make me forget that I exist and I can't feel my body parts?
That's called the Rumboche, and that's because we have a guesstimate on the alcohol content.
I loved the Rumboche. Mixing that was awesome.
Yup.
I'm also thinking, if she's not in the condition to go back home tonight, we can just stay in one of the school's guest rooms. She doesn't speak to me for a couple of hours. In the Cypress room at Kennedy School, I feed her screwdrivers with freshly squeezed orange juice, and I drink a sunflower IPA, because I'm a bundle of sticks. I don't want to say the actual words just in case Susan is listening and is like, all right, he's behaving using medical terms, using Pokemon, but that word is too far!
Oh, so what you're trying to say is he's a British cigarette?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Moving on.
I try to ask her questions, try to learn more about how the heck a man-sized creature could crawl out of her vagina. Where the heck that thing came from, and how long has this all been going on? These are questions you should have asked when you first found out.
Yeah.
And
The moment you get ready to start plowing the fields and you start hearing fertility drums and everything before you slide in, that may be the time when you decide that the rains don't cometh.
But she doesn't know. I'm sorry. How do you not know when your vagina became haunted? How? I'm asking, ladies in chat, ladies in this call, if your vagina suddenly became haunted, I think you would know, yes?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I think so, yeah.
you think you'd know that one.
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
I would also be going to the nearest Catholic priest going, I know you're probably, celibate, but fix this!
She tells me everything that has to do with her haunted insides.
When once a month, all you hear are screams of "It's Armageddon coming!" and there's a recycling of what's going on, you may need to catch professional help.
Yeah.
She tells me everything that has to do with her haunted insides. She tells me that ever since she was a little kid, she's heard noises coming from inside her.
Just keep going.
She thought
Doesn't
it
get
was
better.
She thought it was normal.
Instead of that commercial of "Mom, do you douche?" Instead you hear, "Mom, do you hear voices coming from your reproductive organ?"
Her parents never noticed, or pretended not to notice. When she was 6 years old, for a few months, she had an imaginary friend who used to come out of her vagina to play with her.
Oh my
Out of things I never thought I would read. Ever. That sentence is one of them. I mean, at 6 months old, it might as well have been Lena Dunham and she thought it was her little sister.
Ooh.
Another little girl about her age with paper white skin and funny slimy horns on her head. She doesn't remember much from that time, but had always assumed the girl was just in her imagination. She thought maybe it was just her young mind giving a form to the voices she heard coming from inside her. Now, She's not so sure.
Mift just goes, "This is getting weird, y'all."
Oh, now it's getting weird.
Now it's getting
It's
weird.
just getting weird now.
I want to know I want to know Mift's definition of normal. If it's just now getting weird.
Yeah.
Well, Mift, Cuttlefish has been here for most of the Cringe Book Club, so.
Ah,
The name. What is the name of this author?
Mellick, Carlton Mellick.
Carlton Mellick III.
Yep.
He also has such gems as Jesus Christ Butt Plug, or no, Baby Jesus Butt Plug, and Knocking Up Satan.
Uh-huh.
well, at least they don't have Kermit the Frog giving cunnilingus.
When she was a sophomore in high school, she realized that her vagina was different from other girls' vaginas. Her first love was a girl named Charlie, who was a nerdy freshman who always spoke in a fake French accent. The first time they were naked together, giggling and scared, Stacy's vagina called out to Charlie and knocked the French accent right out of her voice.
That's fucked up.
Stacy...
I'm picturing this sweet, ha ha ha, enchanté, and then just hearing Red go, "That's fucked up."
Stacy didn't understand. She tried to get close to Charlie, but she pushed her back.
Don't touch me.
The girl said, and they never spoke to each other ever again. She stayed away from girls after that, made friends with guys, but most high school guys always wanted to get into her pants. So she only hung out with the Dungeons and Dragons skater kids who were nice and somewhat fun, but most importantly, they were way too shy to solicit sex from her.
Horse shit.
Yeah,
I'm calling bullshit right there.
I knew and know some D&D nerds that are not shy about that stuff. I know for a fact you can go to when you could go to a convention. You go to an anime convention, a D&D convention, a fantasy convention, anywhere. It's one of the only places where you can walk up to a girl in full costume, go, "Nice shoes, wanna fuck," and it will work.
Yep.
Hey, we put a lot of time and effort into our freaking costumes. Damn right, a compliment's gonna get you laid.
Yep.
How's it going?
Yep.
How's it going, Killing Joke? Thank you for the $2.
Joke.
Hey, Joke.
It didn't have a message.
Hey,
That's
Joke.
fine.
How's it
I
rolling?
farted again. Okay.
In college, she ended up getting drunk and sleeping with some wannabe beat poet English major. She warned him about having a haunted vagina, but that only turned him on. After they screwed, he said that it was the most amazing thing he'd ever done. They dated for a while, and he worshipped her vagina. He told all of his friends about her and would even have them listen to the voices through her pants. All of them thought...
into it.
Yeah, all of them thought she was brilliant. She brought magic into their worlds. She was proof that their drunken philosophical discussions of rebellion against reality were somewhat correct. And when she got bored of her boyfriend, she moved on to one of his friends. And when she got bored with him, she would move on to another. All of them treated her like a goddess.
No, the proper term is they all treated her like a bicycle.
There's that too. $2 from the Killing Joke says, "I farted again." Well, you missed a bunch of this where you get some other ideas about what you can do, Joke.
Yeah.
Like not even hardcore death metal people would do this. $20 from the Killing Joke. Did she squirt? If you
Kind
can,
of.
No, but a skeleton came out.
Kind of.
I was gonna say, if you consider her pushing a fully grown skeleton out of her vajayjay, yes, she did.
Yeah.
She stayed in college until she was 30, becoming something of a legend on campus. Near the end of her college years, she started going to goth parties and charging money to all the little goth boys and girls nearly 8 to 10 years younger than her for the chance to listen to her vagina for a few minutes. This woman knew how to make money.
Yeah. No kidding.
There would be lines out the door to see her. Eventually, a rumor went around that it was all fake. She just has some kind of wireless speaker inside of her playing tape-recorded noises. Nobody believed her after that. She was no longer dating any of the college kids since they were all so young, so there was no one who had gotten intimate enough with her to back up her story. And she didn't really care to prove it to them. A few guys still paid to listen to her vagina, but once she realized they were just doing it to rub the sides of their heads between her legs, she stopped doing it completely. That's all the information she had for me. That's a lot, actually.
Is this book that traumatized Sandman?
I was going screaming into the void. You know what? It is possibly a book that traumatized Sandman. This is where he's getting the copulence from. It all seemed
on The Secret.
Yeah, it all
This was
seemed
his college days.
It all seemed harmless to her before. Just something that made her unique and special. She's never been scared of it. She might have been scared that people would find out about it as a teenager, but she was never scared of what might be lurking inside of her. She drinks screwdriver after screwdriver until she can barely walk.
Okay.
End of chapter.
Hooray!
Palate cleanser. For the love of
Yeah.
God. That was a lot of information.
And to think, we're not even a third of the way through yet.
We're not?
No.
Yeah, we're only about 26%.
Yep.
God, no.
Afraid so.
For Christmas, I want a dragon. Be realistic. For my girlfriend not to be a psychopath. What color do you want your dragon?
Thanks, Santa.
Thank you, Santa. I get a dragon. You know, I have never seen a single episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I've seen the memes.
But yeah, I think I need to know about the memes, man. I know who Dio is because of memes.
Yep.
Shakespeare, Dickens, and Dostoevsky. Whatever. Me. Haunted Vajayjay. Stacy as she's 69 Steve. Delicious. Finally some good fucking food. I mean, she did use teeth.
Bad. Teeth are bad when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. You know, Ray's gonna see the meme channel, and he's gonna see this one, where it says, when the meme smiths see Antoine and Sarah, and he's gonna change the images of their faces.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
When you're 3 chapters into the Haunted Vagine, FBI should be knocking on this door any minute now.
FBI are going, I need therapy.
Poor whoever listens in on everything is going, let's just leave them alone. I don't need to hear anymore.
Yeah, you know, the Department of
quit!
Department of Homeland Security right now is just like, you know what? They're suffering enough.
I don't
They're
get
suffering
paid enough
enough.
for this shit.
Or they're reaching for the bottles of whiskey going, well, at least I get to drink on the job tonight.
Or worse, they're pumping this into Guantanamo Bay, going, "Oh yeah, now answer our questions."
Screaming into the void says, "Does this vagina whistle in a strong breeze?" No, no, but apparently it can summon the dead. So, this meme was posted earlier when I asked everyone in the Discord if they were ready for Cringe Book Club, and it's the 4 stages of Cringe Book Club. 2 of them are Krillin. One of them is Krillin screaming. The other one is him getting angry, Goku getting angry, and then someone getting kicked in the nuts.
Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
All right, and then Zeo Gold gave us a picture of Antoine and Sarah's son. It's I don't know what it is,
I don't know what it is either.
but it's in space. It's possibly a JoJo reference. I don't know. But those are all the memes for right now. All right. Oh, no, there... Oh, okay, never mind. There's one more, and this is from Turd Ferguson. From Kurt Eichenwald. Sigh, okay, I'm a dumbass. Believe it or not, my kids and I were trying to convince my wife that haunted vaginas exist.
Actually, the picture for Antoine and Sarah's son is Getter Robo. It's from the Mazinger Z Go Nagai series.
Gotcha.
Why am I not surprised you of all people know that? I don't even.
Well, Zeo Gold even put in the chat, ask KG. So he knew. He knew.
Yeah, we know.
All right. We're only going to go until 11 o'clock, so we got a half hour more of this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's do it.
The Emperor protects.
Chapter 5. You're getting good at that. You should do that more often. You gonna make this joke every single time I say a chapter? Yeah, until you show up. Lazy ass.
Oh.
Come on.
We're drunkenly relaxed, wandering through the halls of the school/brewery, staring at all the murals of scary dancing children with the faces of 80-year-olds. I go to the front desk and get a room.
No.
No? Just
Okay.
You don't
murals,
like this? You don't like the murals with the 80-year-old faced children?
After what I just went through, after what I just went through, Jesus Christ, KG, what the fuck? No, after what we just read and everything, no. Okay, we just went from a haunted JJ to a haunted house, haunted school slasher kind of thing. This is not going to get any better if they follow the rules, which we know they don't, but
so it's going to get worse since they're not following the rules.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Screaming,
Anyway.
killing the fire.
Krillin, Cuttlefish said that is Krillin's face getting punched like what's happening to our fucking brains right now.
Yeah.
And Wolf says, Gods help me, why am I still here? Screaming into the void says, kill it with fire!
All right. We're going to stay here tonight.
She sways at me, leaning her head back with her eyes closed and a dumb smile on her face. I get a picture of Hammerhead from the movie theater, which used to be the school's auditorium, and take my
Douche
drunken
with holy water.
And take my drunken girlfriend into the room. I continue drinking, fidgeting with my hand wound that has finally stopped bleeding, and is beginning to itch. That's because it's infected. Sitting in you pulled a corpse out of your girlfriend's vagina and you touched it with your hand, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
It's something that was reforming. God only knows what's in there.
Sitting in a chair next to the chalkboard. The room was once a classroom. They left the chalkboards on the walls. Employees have drawn flowers on the board in red and yellow chalk, with the words, Welcome to Kennedy School, written in girly cursive. Stacy sits on the edge of the bed next to me and tries some of my beer, then spits it back into the glass. Ew, party foul.
Yeah. Sir Wolfie pulls out a flamethrower, which my exact thought was, brother, get the flamer, the heavy flamer. And then Zeo Gold with the call in the Grey Knights. If anyone knows how to deal with the void and the atrocities within, it's the Grey Knights.
Well,
Yuck. I wanted the raspberry beer.
You said you didn't want anything.
I want the raspberry.
You want me to get you some?
she nods, her head sloppily against her shoulder.
Okay, I'll get another pitcher.
I decide to just get her a 22-ounce bottle of Ruby at the front desk, rather than a pitcher. The school has gotten pretty quiet. The restaurant is closed. It's just a few minutes before beer o'clock. Ha! because that joke's not funny every fucking time you hear it. Looking at the old pictures on the walls of the school when it first opened decades ago. Little monochrome children kneeling in the dirt, holding their school projects. A few of those same school projects are a few feet away. Behind the glass, crudely painted birdhouses. Those things are possessed. Why would you keep those?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Igor on this one and just go straight blood for the blood god. Just destroy the place, run away, leave Stacy behind. It probably wasn't that good to begin with. Change your name, become a priest, and go.
Oh, you guys aren't ready for this.
Oh no.
Most of them must be dead now. Their birdhouses like ghosts they left behind. I get back to the room.
Steve?
Stacy calls out as I open the door. I turn the corner. Her pants are off, and she's probing her vagina with her arm, almost all the way up to her elbow.
I've seen this porn.
Nope.
What are you doing?
She laughs at me.
Look.
She says, pulling her vaginal lips open. They are stretchy, like rubber. Or silly putty, if you want. Then she laughs, hysterically. I chuckle too in a nervous kind of way.
I didn't know it could do that before.
She lets the lips go and they slap back into place. Her head... just like a cartoon. I imagine them rolling up and making that, sound.
Exactly. That.
Her head wobbles at me. She's way too drunk. I hide her beer behind the bed. I take her hand away from her vagine and try to put her pants back on.
No.
She says, kicking her pants away.
Stacy.
She laughs at me. I keep trying to put her pants back on, but she just kicks and laughs. Then she sits up and looks at me.
I want you to look inside.
I snicker like it was a joke.
I can't see for myself. I want you to tell me what it looks like in there. If you can see ghosts.
Good luck, Kilgrove.
No.
The narrator has taken a break. To just let you know, the answer to this question is not for all of the gold in Fort Knox. Do you want me to take over? No, I got this. I look up at her cute brown eyes and can't tell her no, 'cause I'm a sissy bitch.
Mhm.
Oh.
She leans back on the bed and stretches her vaginal lips again. The hole is big enough to fit a football through.
Oh.
Oh,
Is
goodness.
this suddenly Elastigirl? What the shit?
Apparently, giving natural birth is not going to be a problem for Stacy.
No.
I
Nope.
bend down and look inside.
See anything?
No.
Just a fleshy cavity. Stacy spreads her lips out farther. I help her, pushing... Why? Why would you help her? Stop! No! Put it
La
away!
la 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 labia, baby, you got something for me up your river sleeve. Okay.
I help her, pushing her labia apart, peering in. The hole might be wide at the opening, but it shrinks to the size of a pea, only inches within. I dig my hand inside, but my hands are dry and abrasive.
Ow.
She builds spit in her mouth and then rubs it on the inside of her as a quick lubricant. I slip my hands in, both of them, and spread the flesh apart as wide as I can. I've seen this movie. Black
I've
dude
seen
dies
it.
first.
I've also seen this particular hentai manga, and
No.
it's pretty weird.
It stretches to about basketball width. Basketball width. Moving on. I look within. There's a pin of light deep inside of her. Maybe a reflection of the lamp against the pool of moisture. No, it's some kind of light.
What do you think it is?
Maybe it's the ghost.
No, I don't think so. It's just some kind of light.
Stacy lets go of her labia and retrieves the beer that
Back.
Yeah, your arms are still in there, dude.
Yeah,
She...
you just got cooch slapped. I mean,
I'm thinking more Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors, and it just kind of closed in on his head.
yeah.
Feed me, Seymour.
He's
Feed
kicking
me.
and screaming, getting dragged inside.
She and retrieves the beer that I had hidden from her.
It's the dead lights.
She cracks it open against the edge of the table and takes a chug. I drink a pint from my pitcher. We sip our drinks in silence for a while. The more Stacy drinks, the more sober she seems to become. The more I drink, the more retarded I become. Well, it's kind of like real life.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to go around slut shaming her though.
And no, at this point in time, I got a whole new litany of stuff to throw out.
All right, Mitzi, this next line, I want you to be as serious as possible,
No
and
giggling.
be very clear.
I want you to go in there.
Stacy tells me, calmer than she has been all night. I don't know what she means at first. My mind lost in a game of solitaire.
I can't just forget about this and get on with the rest of my life. I've got to find out what's going on in there.
What do you want me to do about it?
That skeleton thing was almost bigger than you. If it could fit through, then you can fit.
What?
That's an apt reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will allow that reaction.
I was channeling my inner JonTron at that moment. What?
I think my vagina is a gateway of some kind. That light you saw must be the light at the end of the tunnel. The entrance to another world.
Or it was a train? I'm not going in there.
I laugh at her.
Steve,
She
you
says,
have to. Oh, sorry.
She says, holding my knee.
You have to. I can't possibly figure out what's going on without your help.
I chug the last of my beer, snickering. There's no way I'm agreeing to that.
If you love me, you'll do it.
Oh,
That's-
some bullshit blackmail.
that's
I'm out.
cold. That's cold.
Nope.
I'm agreeing with Igor on this. This is an abusive fucking relationship.
Yeah.
She wants to use Steve as a human fleshlight
Oh,
head first.
dildo.
I've seen those pictures where big gal, little dude, she grabs him by the hands, he goes in head first. Yeah. Nope.
She's completely serious. She's looking at me like this is the ultimate test of our love. If I don't do it, she will leave me for someone who will. My voice is shaky.
I can't.
Please?
She says, angry-faced at me, gripping my knee as if to hurt me. I stand up and go to the bathroom. She follows.
All you have to do is crawl to the end of the tunnel and look out.
She says to me while I'm peeing.
Then come right back and tell me what you see. Nothing will happen to you, I promise.
She wants Steve to crawl inside her haunted, stretchy, fleshy, light at the end of the tunnel gateway vagina.
Oh my god, guys. I think I just made a connection here. What's the name of the character from Minecraft?
So this is how Steve ends up in the Minecraft world.
Exactly. Minecraft. That's why, like, certain Minecraft servers, you only have so much space. It's because you go in and you're locked in your girl's vajayjay.
$5 from Turd Ferguson. She has skeletons in her closet. Hashtag me boo.
See? And the first thing that came out was a skeleton.
You
And it
know,
started growing flesh on it. So it was reconstituting into a zombie.
your line, Steve.
Oh, okay. Where were we? Oh. Just as far as the light.
Yes.
You have to nearly scream, Mitzi.
Yes.
She nearly screams the reply at me. I finish pissing and flush the toilet.
I'll give it a try. For you.
Whipped, motherfucker. Steve, you are whipped.
Well, we already saw her let go, so we know he got slapped by it. So that's pretty accurate.
Cuttlefish says this is some deep lore. No, that's a deep crevice between her legs. She closes her eyes and nods her head at me. Stacy tries taking off my shirt.
What are you doing?
You'll go in easier without your clothes on.
There's a that's what she said joke in this, but it's not as funny as it normally is because she really wants to do this reverse birthing thing.
Yeah.
I shake my head at her, but allow her to remove my clothes. For some reason, she takes off all of her clothes too.
I mean, I know the joke of men spending 9 months of their life trying to get out and the rest of their life trying to go back in. This is not what that joke meant.
No.
This isn't going to work. That thing was supernatural. I'm not.
We'll make it work.
What if I suffocate? What if you stop being stretchy once I'm in there?
Shh. It's gonna work. You'll see.
How's it going, Ryan? You came in a really weird time.
Hi, Ryan.
She climbs onto the bed and lies on her back, staring at me with her cold, dark eyes. She spreads her legs like she wants me to fuck her. Then she masturbates.
Do you think this is hot or something?
She bites her lip.
I need to moisten up.
God damn. Just fucking goddamn.
Well, there's words I never thought I'd say.
If it makes you guys feel any better, I'm reading ahead because I wanted to find out when my character decides to show up. It just gets weirder.
Yay.
And
So much weirder.
This is also the same woman who will read the last part of a book because she wants to know how it ends.
Igor said it right. Shh, just crawl up in me and die. I laugh out loud. I'm so drunk that I actually believe this is gonna happen. Then she pulls her lips apart as wide as she can. About 14 inches.
Jeez.
Grand Canyon.
Oh no, it gets worse. Her hips pop out of joint like the jaws of a snake opening up for its prey.
Oh,
Nope.
so much
Nope.
cringe.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Stacy, your line.
You're up.
Come on.
Oh god, it doesn't get any better with the start of this next paragraph.
No.
No, it
she's
doesn't.
she's so wet that she can't hold on to the sides very well. They keep slipping out of her fingers. I crawl onto the bed in front of her and kiss her. She tongues my cheeks sloppily. I make a fin with my hand and slide that in first, then my other hand, and separate her opening as wide as I can. I look up at her. She doesn't say anything, just licks her trembling lips. She's getting off on this. This is.
Give it to me, baby. Oh, oh.
New guy, you're not helping.
I noticed that I'm also trembling. My hands shaking like the first time I ever had sex.
If I get claustrophobic, I'm coming back out. Why is that the first thing? If I get claustrophobic, I'm coming back out. No.
Igor says I want a drink, but I have to function in the morning. Oh God.
Oh.
Zeo Gold is losing his mind, and Cuttlefish is right behind him.
Matt, how much did you get paid for this?
$100. We're up.
Not enough.
For the next one, because I know there's gonna be a next one. We're upping that cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's pretty fly for a vor guy.
Oh God. Oh God.
Don't worry, I can beat the minion later.
Please do. She pushes my face down into her crotch, like she does when she wants oral sex. I push my arms through up to the elbow.
Wait, I thought she said she didn't like it. She didn't like.
No, she
oral
likes
sex.
receiving. She doesn't like giving.
Okay.
I can see them moving inside her belly. These type of movies are actually on Pornhub, believe it or not. Not like the separating of the hips but
No, not her crotch becoming the jaws of life.
Then I put the top of my head into the opening and push. Stacy cries out and begins masturbating again. I can feel her fingers against the back of my head. I don't know if it turns her on or if my scratchy hair is hurting her and she needs more lubrication. No, this bitch is getting off on it.
Yeah, I think she's digging it.
I push again. She cries out again. It's impossible. I'm stuck. I shove again, but don't budge an inch. I pull out.
Something he's
What?
probably had a lot of practice with.
You got to be more exasperated, Mitzi.
What?
It's not working.
Yes, it will.
There's no way.
Demanding. This is your motivation for this line is you are demanding.
It's going to happen whether you like it or not.
Okay, I'm strangely aroused by that comment.
She's not giving up for anything. She takes scissors out of her purse. Nope. I don't want to know where this is going.
Oh, no.
The ones she uses as a toenail. She uses scissors as toenail clippers?
What the heck?
This bitch is crazy.
Oh.
Haunted
There's
vagina wasn't your first clue?
There is actually a type of scissors that are used in manicures.
And
They're very
cuts
small.
off all of my hair. The dull blades mix with her furious movements, making it a painful fucking experience, even with all the alcohol in my system. Then she shaves it down smooth with a disposable pink razor. I think I'm beginning to feel hungover.
No, at that point in time, I would be sober as fuck and pissed.
It gets better, Steve. She greases up my entire body with some girly skin stuff, lotion or oil or something. It mostly absorbs into my skin, but I do feel sufficiently lubed.
This time it's going to work.
She says to me, kissing my bald head. She lubes up her vagina as well.
Push as hard as you can this time. Plunge into me. Don't worry, it won't hurt.
Nope.
Whoa! Just like a high dive. Just like a high dive. Just go for it.
Just dive right in. The pool's fine.
Nope.
It's just, Ryan says, if I'm not dreaming, I'm worried. You should be, sir.
Oh my god.
I don't care about it hurting. I'm more worried about suffocating. Or what is waiting for me within. At least, there haven't been any noises coming out of there. Not yet.
Yeah, they're probably getting the kitchen table ready, going, "Whoop, chow's on."
She positions us on the bed and shoves my head into her crotch again. This time she pushes into me as I push into her. Arms first. They slide in very easily. The top of my head also goes in with ease. It still makes her cry out. Makes her masturbate. But I doubt I'll get much farther than this.
So basically, what we're finding out is this woman's baby maker is actually Magrathea from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Either that,
Yes.
or I was thinking the alien from The Thing.
Or this is the worst disguised TARDIS ever. Because clearly this thing is a lot bigger on the inside.
I push a little more. Move an inch. Push again. Move an inch. My nose is practically in her asshole now. Sorry. That caught me out of nowhere. Just I hesitate to go in any further. I mean, where your nose is, I don't blame you. There's no way I can breathe in there. The corpse that came out of her was undead. It didn't need to breathe. Stacy can tell I'm not trying anymore. I can sense anger in her building.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
She smacks at my arms and her belly in a come on kind of way. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, Cinder Shadow. Welcome to the party.
How's it going, Cinder? You are joining at almost a worse time than Ryan did, so welcome to the
We're all
party.
the one on initiative.
I try to pull out again, but Stacy lunges at me. She stands up and squats over me. What the fuck? Dropping all of her weight down on top of me, and I find myself sliding into her abysmal cavity until I'm up to my chest, her vaginal lips closing tight around my armpits. She squats down on me again, harder, until I'm up to my belly. Holy crap. This is really happening. I'm really going all the way inside of her.
Whew.
Whoo, Lord. Woo, lad. Let's take a break here for a second to understand what this bitch is doing. Her hips are dislocated. Her legs akimbo. She is holding on to her vaginal... She's holding on to her labia majora. And she stands up like some fucking spider out of a horror movie and squats down on this dude.
That reminds me of the of that one dance meme where you got the chick twerking and then she falls on the guy's face.
Yes.
Like that, but he's sitting up.
Nathan says, I am so sorry for suggesting this. Igor comes in with, Mr. Tumnus, is that you?
Beating the minion later.
Please do. Okay. Ryan says, I don't know if I'm hard or having a breakdown from this. My face pressed against wet flesh. My eyes closed. I can't breathe, I can breathe, but just barely. My face is hot with my breath. Stacy screams out and plops onto her back again, masturbating furiously against my lower spine. I position my head face forward and try to open my eyes, but the vaginal juices burn them. I can hear Stacy's muffled whines on the other side of the flesh. I can feel her grabbing her breasts against the back of my shoulders. I can feel her holding me inside of her belly as a way to comfort me one last time before my voyage. I push off with my feet. It seems looser the farther I get in. After a few inches, I feel Stacy's hands grab my ass and shove me from behind. I straighten out as my buttocks go through, now lying inside of her. She grabs my legs and jostles them in, using my ankles as handles. I squirm forward. The next thing I know, Her lips close around my wriggling toes. And we are stopping there because that is the end of chapter 5. I need alcohol. I didn't drink with this, and I really need to.
Question. Why didn't you drink with this?
Because we didn't set up. We didn't set up rules. Normally it's every time I say a Pokemon, but I only did like 10. Just good fucking God.
I would just like to kindly say, fuck you guys for inviting me to this and talking me into this.
You're welcome.
Malik asks Ryan, how could you fap to this? Ryan responds with, I'm just going with the flow at this point. Wolf finishes it up with, mine went completely turtle. Cuttlefish comes in with, dear God, I need church now.
I suddenly feel that urge to post that meme with the Sister of Battle that says, all you motherfuckers need the Emperor or burning. Either one's fine by me.
Oh God. Oh God, there's more memes.
Wow.
Of course, there's one.
Wow. I picked a doozy to join you guys on.
You did.
You did.
So this one we're gonna palate cleanse. This one is Steve going into the underworld, and it's Homer sinking back into the bush. It's the King Arthur thing. It's the meme smiths, the crew, and the chat. Whatever the fuck my haunted vagina is supposed to be. Stop. He's already dead. And it's our sanity versus the crew. We're just beating him to death. Oh God. Zio Gold comes in with, when Antoine sees all the donations, I am your god. What? Fine, you can say it. Thank you. I am your god. Happy now? Good. How can she get an entire arm up there? Wouldn't her back break from bending that far? You are asking questions about logic about a woman who stood up with her pelvis separated like a fucking possessed demon in the ring.
Yeah, there's other questions that need to be answered before that one.
Yeah.
It's the meme of the big buff prison dude next to the little dude with the mohawk.
Oh yeah.
He just looks at him and goes, I enjoyed my haunted vagina. And the big dude's like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Angry wolf meme, my girlfriend has haunted vagina, exercise it with my divine dick. After listening to the story, wait, that's illegal. It's a dude, it's a kid holding up a cross looking frightened. It says, pictured, the chat, the crew, the meme smiths, future viewers, the alien civilization that finds this atrocity.
Nope. That's it. Distractions.
Stacy, or Steve as he crawls into Stacy. I'm in danger. Oh God. Oh. Well, she does have crazy eyes. KG, you'll appreciate this. It's a picture of a bug-eyed AOC. It will work this time. Picture unrelated.
Oh God.
Oh, there's so many. Oh, we have a photoshopped one. It's Joe Biden sniffing the soon-to-be Ishtar's character. Mom, do you ever feel, not so unhaunted? Of course, that's why I douche. Oh God. Yeah, the Ralph Wiggum memes were fucking gold. Oh God. So, KG, this is your first time with Cringe Book Club.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed your time?
I had a ball. This was a blast.
Well, don't worry. Stacy had 2 of them. They were inside of her at the end of the chapter.
Oh, I don't know. With this particular character, I think she still has them in her purse.
So I'm hoping now that he's gone to see the light.
Head towards the light.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get some other characters in here for Wren and Ishtar. I don't know when the next Cringe Book Club is going to be, but I'm going to pimp something out here real quick. I have a link down below to my Patreon, where if you think you can add your voice acting chops to the crew here, you want to take part in it, there are 2 levels of Patreon donations that you can do monthly. There is being part of the crew, which Mitzi is a part of. You also get your own category in the end of videos, where you get to partake, and there's also being part of the cast, where you get to partake in a bigger role. You could even choose to be the narrator and save my voice. Each one gets their own mention at the end of each video that Antoine does, and believe me, we appreciate it here at Help for the Guild, as it helps pay for a bunch of things like, well, paying for everybody to get these Kindle books. So, thank you guys for joining me. Wren, Ishtar, Mitzi, KG. I hope you guys had fun.
This is going to be something that I think is going to stick with me for a long time and will probably force me back into therapy. But thank you.
Well, I mean, everyone
welcome.
else in the chat tonight probably needs that same amount of therapy.
Yeah.
Zeo Gold wants to know who the MVP meme smith was tonight. The most valuable player. He won it with the last few, and with the Ralph Wiggum and things like that. It's definitely Cass this time. So, for those of you who don't know, what I do with the memes is, before we do Cringe Book Club the next time, I'm going to save all of these memes. Good God, there are so many fucking memes. And I am going to be putting them into a slideshow that will be playing while we're reading this.
Igor asked, will it haunt you, KG? Yes. Yes, it will.
So, for those of you who like doing memes, like Zeo Gold and Nathan and Ray, if he's here, if you, Turd Ferguson was throwing in some memes, those will be added to the slideshow. And when we're done with this, I will, if I remember, put it up in Discord for you guys to save. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for the donations. Like I said, like Ishtar said, it gets split between all 5 of us. And Jesus Christ, this story has some deep fucking lore, and the writer has some deep-seated issues that he definitely needs to work through.
Yeah.
Duh.
And now we got to figure out what's going to happen when this guy actually reaches Minecraft, because that's going to be insane.
So, like the little card at the lower right-hand corner says, if you have any complaints, any therapy bills, send all messages to Vin. So, thank you guys for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next time. There will be a stream tomorrow, yes, Ishtar?
I think so. I mean, I'm planning it.
Okay.
Wren?
We're doing Raft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if Wren can, I don't know, cast some voodoo and maybe sacrifice a few chickens, maybe one of her children's spleens, and get her computer up and running again.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
So
No,
if you guys want to join the Adventurers Guild tomorrow on Ishtar's stream, She will be starting streaming at 8 o'clock. Her link to her link to her channel is down below. And then, of course, I will be streaming on Saturday night, and Last Fox is on Sunday, and then hopefully work will not be as crazy, and we will get an MSNBC. So,
And if I can also throw out, because this is what I do, Valentine's Day is Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember correctly, 2 people in this chat, that's also their anniversary from when they started dating.
yes.
Yes,
Valentine's.
it is.
Oh, that's right. Well, there will not be a Last Vox this Sunday, unless we're.
Yeah,
No, wait. You said the dinner reservations is for after, so I can
Yes,
still
the
do this.
dinner reservations for after, so you can still do a Last Box.
Okay, so there will be a Last Vox on Sunday. It is Ishtar and my 3-year anniversary.
I think it's 3 years.
I think so.
Is it 3 years?
It's 3 years.
It's
Okay.
3 years.
How
I don't
the
know. I
fuck is it
can't
that I can
math.
keep track of this better?
So
I don't know.
Don't feel bad. The minion and I forget how long we've been together. Constantly.
I forget my own name sometimes. I know what it is. It's because you're used to keeping track of various worlds and timelines.
Yeah, it's I keep
That-
track of so much stuff, but I can't remember what I did the other day.
Everyone's got a talent.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So
Everybody.
it's good to know when you guys get married. When if Matt starts forgetting something, I'll be like, dude, don't you have something you got to do? Dude, nudge, nudge.
Dude, please don't make me have to bury your body in the desert somewhere.
I am usually very good about dates.
Uh-huh.
So,
Just Google Calendar it. Google can keep track of that for you if you want.
so
All right.
thank you guys. For those of you playing the MSNBC drinking game, Ishtar yawned. Take a drink. And we will see you all next time. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.